Alright guys, I'm at Joe's apartment finally. Time to find out why he hasn't answered any of our texts for the last 3 days. Oh, the door's unlocked.
It is, but Joe always locks his door.
Hence why I'm stunned by it. Gonna go inside and take a look. I'm calling out for him but getting nothing. I doubt he's even here.
Maybe you should call the police first if the door is open.
Yeah, Jake, don't go in alone.
Nah, I'm already inside. Holy crap. Oh my god!
Is he there?
I need to call 911. Joe is dead. He's freaking dead.
What?
Are you serious right now?
His eyes are gone. His teeth are missing. There's no nose left. And his stomach is ripped open.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell happened to him?
I'm going to be sick.
Who would do this?
Wait, there's more. The walls, they're covered in drawings. He drew this thing everywhere. It's tall and skinny with long arms. There's writing too. The one who watches is written over and over.
The one who watches. Who the hell is watching?
Looks like some kind of monster.
Maybe he was having a mental breakdown.
This is so messed up.
There's a note on his computer too. I tried to warn everyone, but nobody believed me. It's been watching me for weeks, following me everywhere. I made the mod to show people what I see. Maybe someone will finally understand.
What mod?
Let me check his computer. Yep, there's a file here for Minecraft called The One Who Watches Horror Mod. And a scheduled message. It was supposed to send today.
A scheduled message? Why'd he do that?
Here's what it says. Hey everyone, if you're reading this, then it's too late for me. It's here. The thing I've been trying to tell you about. Download the mod I made. Play it and you'll see what I saw. Maybe you can help the next person. Because there will be a next person.
The next person? So he did snap.
Joe was clearly not well.
But who killed him like this then?
I'm sending you all the mod file. Maybe it has answers.
Are you sure we should download that? What if it's dangerous?
It's just a game, Riley. Joe made it to show us something.
The police are going to want to see all of this.
We should wait for them.
I already called them. They're on their way, but I'm downloading this mod first. We need to understand what happened to Joe.
Okay, I'll download it too.
Fine, but this is crazy.
Count me in.
All right, let's do this.
Jake, are you okay? I saw the group chat. Is Joe really dead?
Yeah, Eliza. It's absolutely horrible.
I can't believe this. Poor Joe. What kind of monster even does that to someone?
Not got a clue, but the police are here now at least. They're asking a lot of questions though.
This is so scary. I keep thinking about what he wrote, about there being a next person.
Don't worry about that. Joe was clearly not thinking straight. Mental illness can make people paranoid.
But what if he wasn't crazy? What if something was really after him and that thing was what killed him?
Eliza, come on. You don't seriously believe in monsters, do you? This was most likely just some demented murder, done by a person, not a monster.
I don't know what I believe anymore, Jake. I saw something tonight.
Excuse me?
Outside my window, a tall figure. It was just standing there watching my apartment.
It was probably just a person walking by, or a tree shadow.
No, Jake, this was different. It had these really long arms, and it was so pale, like sickly white.
You're uneasy because of what happened to Joe. Your mind is playing tricks on you.
I literally took a picture.
Oh wow. A bush.
Look closer. Behind the bush on the left, you can see its face, or what should be a face.
There's literally nothing there. Eliza, I think you need to calm down. Maybe stay with Emma tonight. Don't be alone.
Emma is out of town, remember? Her sister's wedding. I'm by myself until Sunday.
Then come stay at my place. Or go to a hotel.
You think I'm crazy, don't you?
I think you're traumatized, but we all are. Finding out Joe died like that, it's messing with all our heads.
But what if it's real, Jake? What if that thing killed Joe, and now it's after me?
There's no such thing as monsters, Eliza. Someone murdered Joe, a person, not some creature from a horror story.
Then explain the drawings. Explain how Joe described and drew exactly what is now outside my window.
Coincidence. Or maybe you saw the drawings first and your brain filled in the blanks.
I haven't seen Joe's apartment, Jake. I didn't know about the drawings until you posted them, but I saw that thing anyway.
Look, just download Joe's mod like the rest of us. Maybe it will help explain things, but don't go jumping to supernatural conclusions.
I'm downloading it now, but Jake, I don't want to die. What if I'm next?
You're not next. Nothing is going to happen to you. I promise.
How can you promise that? You don't know what's out there.
Because I won't let anything happen to you. We're going to figure this out. All of us together.
I hope you're right. I really hope you're right.
This is Officer Lucia Bennett with the Millbrook Police Department. I need to speak with all of you regarding the death of Joseph Jones. Jake Wilson, you discovered the body, correct?
Yes, officer. I went to check on him because he hadn't responded to messages. The door was unlocked, so I went inside.
How long had it been since anyone heard from Mr. Jones?
3 days, maybe 4. He was supposed to meet us for lunch on Tuesday, but he never showed.
Did Mr. Jones seem distressed or unusual in his recent communications?
He had been acting weird lately, talking about being followed.
We thought he was just stressed about school.
And his restaurant job.
He kept saying someone was watching him.
Did he specify who might be watching him?
No, he just said it, like it wasn't even human.
We assumed he was being paranoid.
What about the drawings found in his apartment? Have any of you seen similar artwork from Mr. Jones before?
Never. Joe wasn't really into art. He was a programmer.
I'm in film school and I've never seen him draw anything.
The drawings were definitely new.
Mr. Wilson, you mentioned a computer file? Some kind of game or modification?
Yeah, he made a horror mod. Called it The One Who Watches. Same name as the creature in his drawings.
Have any of you downloaded or played this modification?
We just downloaded it. Haven't played it yet.
Should we not play it?
I'd prefer you wait until our tech team can examine it. It could contain evidence related to Mr. Jones's state of mind.
Of course, officer.
Whatever you need.
I'll need formal statements from each of you. Can you all come to the station tomorrow morning, please?
Absolutely.
What time?
10 a.m. And if anyone remembers additional details about Mr. Jones's recent behavior, then please contact me immediately.
Officer, what exactly happened to Joe? Like, did he really go crazy? Did he do all that crap to himself?
I cannot discuss specific details of an ongoing investigation, but I will say this appears to be a particularly brutal homicide, not a suicide. We are treating it as our highest priority.
Do you have any suspects at least?
Not at this time, which is why your cooperation is essential.
We'll help however we can.
One more thing, if any of you feel unsafe or notice anything unusual, then please call 911 immediately. Given the nature of this crime, we're taking all precautions.
What do you mean, given the nature?
The level of violence suggests this wasn't random. The perpetrator knew Mr. Jones personally, or had been observing him for some time.
Observing him, like stalking?
Possibly, which is why I want you all to be extra vigilant. So just stay aware of your surroundings, travel in groups when possible, and report anything suspicious.
We will, officer.
Thank you for your cooperation. I'll see you all tomorrow at 10.
All right, everyone. I'm loading up Joe's mod now. Let's see what he was trying to show us.
Same here. Just opened Minecraft with the mod installed.
Starting it up too.
This feels weird playing something Joe made right after.
I know, but maybe it'll help us understand.
Okay, wow. This is incredibly detailed. The creature model looks exactly like his drawings.
It's so tall and skinny. Those arms are way too long.
The animation is smooth though. Joe was really talented.
There's a whole storyline here. It says the creature selects victims based on isolation potential.
Isolation potential?
Yeah, so it stalks people who are likely to be dismissed by others. Students living alone, people with mental health issues, loners.
That's oddly specific.
Keep reading. What else does it say?
The creature appears only to its chosen victim, making them seem crazy when they try to get help. It feeds on the victim's desperation and fear.
Jesus. That's dark.
And it matches what Joe was going through. He kept saying something was following him, but we didn't believe him.
There's more. The creature removes specific body parts while the victim is still alive. Eyes, teeth, nose, intestines.
That's exactly what happened to Joe.
How did he know that would happen to him?
Maybe he researched other cases, or maybe
Maybe what, Jake?
Maybe he wasn't crazy.
Come on, you don't seriously think...
Wait, guys. I'm Googling The One Who Watches. Holy crap! There are dozens of forum posts about this thing.
What kind of posts?
People describing the exact same creature, same behavior patterns, same ending, and they're from all over the country.
Probably just urban legend stuff. Creepypasta nonsense.
No, these are different. These are police reports, news articles going back decades.
What do they say?
Searching specifically for our town now, 1987. Michael Torres found dead in his apartment, eyes, teeth, and nose removed, stomach torn open, 1993. Sarah Willis discovered mutilated in similar fashion, 1999. David Kim, same injuries. 2003, Jessica Walsh. 2007, Robert Martinez. 2011, Ashley Johnson. 2015, Marcus Thompson.
All the same injuries?
Identical, every single case. And get this, family and friends all reported the victims acting paranoid before death, claiming someone was following them. Sound familiar?
That's exactly what Joe was doing.
Okay. But correlation doesn't equal causation. Could be a serial killer with a specific method.
A serial killer active for over 30 years? That's one hell of a long career.
Jake, I saw it again. It was on campus this time, during my photography class.
Really? Where exactly?
Outside the art building, standing by the old oak tree, just watching the windows.
Did anyone else see it?
I asked my classmates to look, but they said there was nothing there. I took a picture, though.
Eliza, that's just some people walking by.
Look at its proportions, Jake. Look how long its arms are. That's not human.
What? There's nothing like that in the picture, though? Your mind is filling in details that aren't there.
I know what I'm looking at. It was the same thing from outside my apartment. Exactly the same.
Have you been sleeping? Eating regularly? Stress can cause hallucinations.
I'm not hallucinating. Why won't anyone believe me? This is exactly what happened to Joe, isn't it?
Joe was having a mental health crisis. That doesn't mean monsters are real.
Then explain the historical cases Aiden found. Same creature, same injuries, going back decades.
Serial killer copycat murders, or coincidence.
You're doing exactly what Joe said would happen, making me feel crazy, isolating me from help.
I'm not trying to isolate you. I'm trying to help you think rationally.
There's nothing irrational about believing evidence. Joe made that mod to warn people, and now I'm seeing exactly what he described.
Come stay at my place tonight. We can talk about this properly.
I can't leave. What if it follows me to your apartment? What if it hurts you too?
Nothing is going to hurt anyone. There's no monster Eliza.
I'm working at the campus bookstore tonight. If it shows up there, then I'll get more pictures. Better evidence.
Please don't go to work. Call in sick.
I need to prove this is real. For Joe, and for whoever comes after me.
Okay, I've been reading through all these messages, and honestly, this is getting ridiculous.
What do you mean, Tyler?
Eliza is clearly having some kind of breakdown, and you're all feeding into her delusions.
We're just trying to understand what happened to Joe.
Joe had a psychotic episode and got murdered by some random psycho. End of story. Now Eliza is copying his paranoid behavior for attention.
That's pretty harsh, Tyler.
Is it though? Think about it logically. Invisible monster that only she can see? Convenient photos where nothing is actually visible? Classic attention-seeking behavior after trauma.
But what about the historical cases?
Serial killer, obviously. Someone who's been active for years who's copying the same method.
For over 3 decades?
Why not? Some killers have long careers. The BTK killer was active for decades.
Tyler, maybe you should consider that Eliza is genuinely terrified.
Of course she's terrified. Her friend just died horribly. But instead of processing that trauma normally, she's created this elaborate fantasy. And you're all enabling it.
We're just investigating possibilities.
No. You're encouraging her delusions, which is exactly what happened with Joe. We all thought he was just stressed, when really he needed professional help.
So what do you suggest?
Stop playing along with the monster story. Convince Eliza to see a therapist. Get her proper help instead of feeding her paranoia.
Maybe Tyler has a point.
Actually, I've been thinking about this differently. What if the creature's whole strategy is making victims appear crazy? Think about it from a psychological perspective, and from Joe's mod.
Oh, come on, Zoe.
No, you listen to me. If something wanted to isolate a victim completely, the best way would be to make their support network abandon them. Make them seem mentally unstable. So when they cry for help, nobody believes them. Exactly like Joe said.
That's actually terrifying.
And it would explain why all the historical victims were found alone. No friends or family nearby when they died.
You're all stupid. This is exactly the kind of thing that made Joe worse.
Tyler, what if you're wrong, though? What if Eliza really is in danger?
Then we get her professional help, not encourage monster fantasies.
I'm going to message Eliza. Make sure she's okay at work.
Great, enable her more.
Tyler, you're being an asshole.
I'm being realistic. And when Eliza ends up dead because you all played along with her delusions instead of getting her help, don't come crying to me.
Hey, Emma. I know you're at your sister's wedding, but I need to ask you something.
Sure. What's up? Is everything okay?
It's about Eliza. She's been acting strange since Joe died, claiming she's being followed.
Oh no, she hasn't mentioned anything to me, but I've been pretty busy with wedding stuff.
Has she seemed paranoid to you lately, or mentioned seeing things?
Not really, although she has been taking a lot more photos than usual, like constantly documenting everything.
What kind of photos?
Just random stuff. Out our window, around campus, even selfies of us together. I thought she was just working on a photography project.
Can you send me some of those selfies? The recent ones?
Why?
Eliza thinks there's someone following her. Maybe the photos caught something.
Okay, here's one from this week.
Emma, do you see anything unusual in that photo?
No, why? Wait, do I look weird in it?
No, it's just, it feels like something is there behind you, but there isn't.
Jake, are you feeling okay? There's literally nothing there. Just normal scenery.
This is exactly what Joe described. Only the victim can see it.
Victim of what? Are you having some kind of breakdown too?
Sorry, I need to message Darius.
Jake, I'm at Eliza's apartment building, setting up the motion cameras like we discussed.
Good, she's still at work, right?
Yeah, her shift doesn't end until 11. I've got 4 cameras with night vision, placing them at each corner of the building.
Make sure they're well hidden. If something is really stalking her, we need clear footage.
Already thought of that. These are tiny and camouflaged, motion activated with 12-hour battery life.
Perfect. I found something else in Joe's mod files.
What kind of something?
Hidden folders. Password protected, but I cracked them.
What was inside?
Journal entries. From Joe, dating back 3 months.
What do they say?
Day 1. Saw something outside my apartment. Day 3. It's following me to classes now. Day 7. Tried to photograph it, but nobody else can see it in the pictures. Day 12. Friends think I'm losing my mind.
Crap, that's exactly what's happening to Eliza.
Day 18. Found old newspaper articles about similar deaths. Day 25. It's getting closer each night. Day 33. I understand now why it chooses certain people. Day 40. Researched folklore and historical accounts. Day 47 found its weaknesses but might be too late.
Weaknesses? What weaknesses?
That's the thing. The next entry is corrupted, but there are more files. Research documents, old books, folklore collections.
Can you recover the corrupted entry?
Working on it. But Jake, this proves Joe wasn't crazy. He was documenting real stalking behavior, real research. He was trying to save himself.
And now it's after Eliza.
How are the cameras looking?
All set up and recording. If anything approaches her building tonight, we'll have proof. Motion sensors are sensitive enough to detect a person from 50 feet away.
Good. I'm going to keep working on these files. There has to be something useful in Joe's research.
What about Eliza? Should we tell her about the cameras?
Not yet. If she knows they're there, she might act differently. We need natural behavior to catch this thing.
Assuming there is a thing to catch.
After seeing Emma's photos and reading Joe's journals, I'm starting to believe there is.
Yeah, me too. This is way too coordinated to be coincidence. Same patterns, same progression, same outcome.
Let's just hope we can break the pattern before Eliza ends up like Joe.
Jake, I can't go to class anymore. It was there, in my lecture hall, during Professor Chen's psychology lecture, standing at the back of the room, just watching me.
Did anyone else notice?
I asked the girl next to me to look. She said there was nothing there, but I took a picture.
Eliza, that's just a normal classroom photo.
Look at the back left corner, behind the last row of seats. You can see its outline.
I really don't see anything unusual.
It's tall and thin, wearing something dark. Those arms are too long to be human.
Maybe it's just shadows from the exit sign?
Jake, I promise you I know what I saw. It was looking directly at me for the entire hour. Never moved, never even blinked, just staring.
Did you talk to Professor Leto after class?
I tried to, but when I looked back, it was gone. And Professor Leto said no one had been standing in the back.
Eliza, this isn't good for you.
I'm not going back to campus. It knows my schedule now. It knows where to find me.
You can't stop going to classes. You'll fall behind.
I'd rather fail than die, Jake. This thing killed Joe, and I'm next.
Guys, I just got back from the wedding and our apartment is, well, it's pretty messed up. She's covered every mirror in the place. There are photos everywhere, hundreds of them, all of the same empty spaces. But she keeps saying there's something in them.
Good God, what a state.
She hasn't showered in days either, barely eating, and she keeps talking to herself about staying hidden and not letting it see her.
Has she been sleeping?
I don't think so. I hear her moving around all night, checking locks, looking out the covered windows. This morning I found her sleeping in the closet.
In the closet?
She said it was the only safe place where it couldn't see her, and she couldn't see it. Guys, I think she needs professional help.
Maybe we should call someone if she won't go to them.
I tried talking to her about seeing a counselor. She freaked out, said therapists would just lock her up, and then she'd be completely defenseless.
This is exactly what I predicted. She's having a complete breakdown. And you all encouraged it with your monster theories?
Tyler, not now.
When then? When she hurts herself? Or someone else?
She's not violent, just terrified. I've never seen anyone so scared in my life.
Mr. Foster, I received your inquiry about historical disappearances, particularly those involving missing facial features and digestive systems. This is quite an unusual research topic.
Professor, I'm working on a project about local folklore, specifically legends related to unexplained deaths.
I see. Well, you've stumbled upon one of our region's oldest mysteries. The entity you're asking about has many names: the Watcher, the Hollow One, the Forest Stalker.
You know about it?
Academically, yes. I've been studying regional folklore for around 30 years now. This particular legend dates back all the way to the 1800s.
What does the folklore say about it?
According to indigenous accounts, it's a forest entity, something that hungers for the senses: eyes to see, teeth to taste, nose to smell. The intestines, well, that's where fear lives, they believed.
How does it choose victims?
The stories say it selects those who are already isolated, people on the margins of society. It feeds on their desperation before taking their lives.
Is there any way to stop it?
The old accounts mention light, intense, burning light. Fire was the traditional defense, though few victims lived long enough to use it.
Professor, this might sound crazy, but what if these weren't just legends?
Mr. Foster, I've seen the police reports. The pattern of deaths going back decades. Same injuries, same circumstances. As an academic, I have to consider all possibilities, even the ones that challenge our understanding of reality.
I've been analyzing Joe's mod more thoroughly. Found some important details about how this thing operates.
What kind of details?
In the game, the Watcher spawns in forest areas, deep woods, specifically old-growth forest, and it retreats from light sources.
Retreats from light?
Yeah, the brighter the light, the faster it runs. Fire damage is super effective against it.
That matches what Professor Reynolds told Aiden about light being a traditional defense.
So if this thing is real, We might actually have a way to fight it.
Riley, you're good with drones, right?
Yeah, why?
Could you modify them to carry high-intensity lights? Maybe even small explosive charges?
Theoretically, yes. High-powered LED arrays aren't that heavy, and I could attach small pyrotechnic devices.
Are we seriously planning to hunt a monster?
We might not have a choice. Eliza is deteriorating fast. If we don't do something soon,
This is insane. You're all losing your minds, just like Joe and Eliza.
Tyler, maybe you should sit this one out.
Gladly. I want no part of this delusion. Actually, I might be able to help. I've been monitoring campus security systems, tracking Eliza's movements to make sure she's never completely alone.
You've been watching her?
Just making sure she's safe. And I've noticed something interesting. The security cameras near her apartment keep malfunctioning, but only at night, like something is interfering with them.
That's actually pretty compelling evidence.
So what's the plan?
We need to make it think Eliza is completely isolated. Lure it out into the open.
but how do we do that without actually abandoning her? Because that could get her killed.
We fake it, publicly distance ourselves, make posts about her mental health, but secretly stay in contact through me.
That feels really wrong, like we're betraying her.
It's better than letting her die. If this thing feeds on isolation, we give it what it wants. But we'll be ready with Riley's drones.
I hate this plan, but I can't think of anything better.
Give me 2 days to build the weapons. I'll need industrial batteries and magnesium flares.
Callum, keep monitoring the security feeds, and let me know if anything unusual happens.
Already on it.
I'll start posting about being concerned for Eliza's mental health. Make it look like we're giving up on her.
Same here. God, I feel terrible about this.
It's the only way to save her.
Mr. Wilson, I need to speak with your group again. We found more materials in Mr. Jones's apartment.
What kind of materials?
Extensive research files, historical documents, newspaper clippings, folklore books, all related to unexplained deaths in our area. Deaths matching the pattern of Mr. Jones's murder.
How many deaths?
43 documented cases since 1890, all with identical injuries. All victims reported being followed before their deaths. And all were found alone, abandoned by friends and family.
Officer, are you saying you believe?
I'm saying the evidence is compelling. Mr. Jones wasn't the first to research this pattern, and his documentation is remarkably thorough. Professional quality research, not the work of someone having a psychotic break.
What did his research conclude?
That whatever is responsible operates on a specific cycle. It selects isolated individuals, stalks them until their support network abandons them, then strikes when they're completely alone. Mr. Wilson, is Ms. Martinez in danger?
Why do you ask?
Because according to Mr. Jones's notes, the entity always chooses its next victim from the previous victim's social circle. Someone who knew the deceased. Someone who might believe their story.
Oh God.
Has Ms. Martinez reported any unusual experiences?
She says she's being followed, same as Joe described.
Then we need to act quickly. Mr. Jones's research suggests the stalking period lasts approximately 6 weeks. After that,
How long has it been?
Mr. Jones died 3 weeks ago, which means we have roughly 3 weeks to save Ms. Martinez.
Officer, what if I told you we had a plan?
I'd want to hear it. All of it.
It involves making the entity think Eliza is abandoned, then attacking it with high-intensity lights.
That actually aligns with historical accounts. Indigenous tribes used fire as a defense. When do you plan to execute this?
Soon, Riley is building weaponized drones. We'll coordinate through me to maintain contact with Eliza.
I want to be involved. This thing has been killing people in my town for over a century. It's time someone stopped it.
Jake, something's wrong. Everyone stop messaging me. Even Zoe and Darius are posting about my mental health.
They're just worried about you.
No, this is different. They've given up on me, just like Joe said would happen.
Well, I haven't given up on you.
But you're the only one left, and it knows. It's getting closer every night.
Where are you right now?
In my room, Emma's staying at her boyfriend's place. Says she needs space from my episodes. I'm completely alone.
I can come over.
No, don't you understand? It's waiting for me to be alone. But if you come here, it might hurt you too.
Nothing is going to hurt me.
That's what Joe thought. Jake, I think tonight is the night. I can feel it watching the apartment, even through the covered windows.
Eliza, listen to me. Everything is going to be okay. We have a plan.
A plan?
I can't explain over text, but you're not as alone as you think. Eliza?
Jake, it's here. I can hear something moving in the living room.
Crap. Get somewhere safe.
I'm in my wardrobe. There's a crack in the door. I can see my room.
Stay quiet. Stay hidden.
It's in my room now, standing at the foot of my bed. So tall, its head almost touches the ceiling. Those arms, they hang down to its knees. Jake, if I don't make it, tell everyone I wasn't crazy.
You're going to be fine. Help is coming.
It's turning toward the wardrobe. I think it knows I'm here. It's smiling. No teeth, just black holes where teeth should be. Its eyes are gone too, just empty sockets.
Eliza, whatever happens, stay in that wardrobe. Don't come out no matter what you hear.
Jake, I think I'm screwed. Jake, I can't stay in my apartment anymore. It almost got me last night. I barely made it to the wardrobe in time.
Where are you going to go instead, though?
I have no idea. Maybe a hotel? Somewhere public with lots of people.
That might not be safe enough. What about Aiden's family cabin? It's isolated but secure.
Isolated sounds terrifying right now.
But it's also far from your usual locations. Maybe that will throw it off your trail.
Do you really think that could work?
It's worth trying, and the cabin has good locks, security system.
Okay. I'll ask Aiden for the keys. But Jake, what if it follows me there? What if I just end up trapped and alone in the woods?
You won't be completely alone. I'll check on you regularly.
Promise?
I promise.
Jake, I gave Eliza the cabin keys. Girlie looks like a corpse, not gonna lie. Are we sure this is the right thing to do?
It's our best option. Is everything set up there?
Riley finished installing the attack drones yesterday. 12 units positioned around the perimeter, all equipped with high-intensity LED arrays and magnesium flares.
What about the cameras?
Darius got those set up this morning. Motion activated, night vision, wireless feed. We'll be able to see everything from the command center.
And Eliza doesn't know about any of this?
No idea whatsoever. She thinks she's going there to hide.
Good. Her reactions need to be genuine. If she thinks there are people around, that bastard won't come.
Jake, what if this doesn't work? What if we're just delivering her to that thing?
Then we'll have learned something important, and we'll make sure it pays for what it did to Joe.
I hope you're right, because if we're wrong, Eliza dies, and it's on all of us.
Guys, I found something important. I've been researching the historical angle for my newspaper article.
Go on then.
So I interviewed Chief Harmon about old unsolved cases. Turns out his grandfather was police chief in the 1950s, and he led an expedition to hunt this thing.
An expedition?
October 1953. 7 officers went into the Millbrook Forest, armed with flamethrowers and spotlights. Only 3 came back.
What happened to the others?
Same injuries as all the other victims. Eyes, teeth, nose, intestines removed. But here's the interesting part. They found the creature's lair.
Its lair?
A cave system about 5 miles into the forest, filled with bones and personal belongings from decades of victims.
Did they destroy it?
They tried, set the whole cave on fire, but the creature escaped. Chief Harmon said his grandfather spent the rest of his life wondering if they'd actually accomplished anything.
So it's been living in those caves this whole time?
That's not far from my family's cabin, maybe 3 miles through the woods.
Which means our plan might actually work. If it retreats there when threatened, we'll know where to find it.
There's something else, though. Chief Harmon said the creature doesn't only factor in who's most vulnerable to isolation, but it also takes into account targets who discover its existence and try to expose it.
Huh?
Well, just think about it. Joe wasn't selected just because of the isolation. He was researching folklore monsters for his game. He found out about the Watcher and tried proving its existence, so it hunted him down.
And now it's after Eliza because she believed Joe's story.
Which means all of us are potential targets, just for investigating this.
Great. So we're all probably going to die.
Not if we kill it first.
How are the drones looking, Riley?
All systems operational. 12 units with 6,000 lumen LED arrays, plus magnesium flares that burn at 3,000 degrees. If this thing is vulnerable to light, we'll find out.
I'm monitoring all the camera feeds from the cabin. Motion sensors, thermal imaging, the works. As soon as something approaches, we'll know.
Eliza should be arriving at the cabin soon. Everyone needs to be ready.
Are we really doing this? Actually hunting a monster?
We don't have a choice. This thing has been killing people for over a century. Someone has to stop it.
I'm at the cabin now. It's so quiet out here. Just trees and darkness everywhere.
How are you feeling?
Terrified, but maybe that's a good thing? Maybe it won't look for me here.
The cabin is secure. Multiple locks, alarm system.
I've checked all the windows twice and barricaded the back door with furniture. If something tries to get in, I'll hear it coming.
Smart thinking.
Jake, I keep thinking about Joe. How scared he must have been at the end, knowing that thing was coming for him.
Don't think about that. Focus on staying safe.
What if hiding isn't enough? What if it can track me somehow? Smell or sense or whatever?
Then we'll deal with that when it happens.
Jake, do you think I'm going to die?
No, I think you're going to be fine.
You're just saying that.
I'm saying it because I believe it.
I hope you're right, because I'm not ready to die. There's so much I still want to do.
Camera feed is live. I can see Eliza moving around inside the cabin.
Drones are in position and armed. Just say the word and I'll light up the whole forest.
Thermal sensors aren't picking up anything yet, but it's still early.
How long do we wait?
As long as it takes. This thing operates on its own timeline.
Movement on camera 3, northeast perimeter.
I see it. Just a deer, though. False alarm.
My trigger finger is getting itchy. I want to fry this thing.
Patience. We only get one shot at this.
Eliza's moving to the window. She's looking outside.
Yeah. I can see her on the internal cameras. She looks scared.
Because she is scared, dude. She has no idea we're watching. As far as she knows, she's completely alone.
I think I heard something outside. Branches breaking, like something big moving through the trees.
Could be an animal.
Nope, I guarantee that goddamn thing is outside right now.
Okay, just stay away from the windows.
I'm in the bathroom now. It's the only room without windows. Jake, am I gonna die this time?
No, you're going to be okay.
How can you be sure? Everyone else has abandoned me. Even Emma won't return my calls. Tyler thinks I'm completely insane. Zoe and Darius posted about my mental health episodes.
I'm still here.
For now. But what happens when you give up on me too? What happens when I'm truly alone?
That's not going to happen.
It happened to Joe, and now it's happening to me. This is exactly what that thing wants, isn't it? To isolate me completely. Make me so desperate that I don't fight back when it comes.
Thermal signature detected. Camera 7. Southwest approach.
I see it too. Great heavens, it's real!
This is it, people. Everyone ready?
Drones are armed and targeting.
Recording everything. We're going to have proof.
It's getting closer to the cabin.
Poor Eliza has no idea.
That's the point. Her fear needs to be real.
It's circling the building, like it's studying the entrances.
Predatory behavior, just like a real hunter.
Wait, it stopped. It's just standing there, about 50 feet from the front door.
What's it doing?
Looking at the cabin, like it knows someone's inside.
Does it know we're watching?
I don't think so. It seems focused on the cabin.
Should I engage?
Not yet. Let it get closer.
It's moving again, approaching the front door.
Something just touched the front door. I heard the handle rattle.
Stay quiet. Don't make any noise.
It knows I'm here. I can feel it testing the locks. Jake, seriously, I think this is it. I think I'm going to die tonight.
No, you're not.
Tell my parents I love them, and that I wasn't crazy. I really did see it.
Eliza, listen to me. Whatever happens, stay hidden.
It's moving around the cabin, checking windows, looking for a way in. The barricade on the back door is holding. But for how long?
Help is coming.
What help? Everyone thinks I'm insane. No one's coming to save me.
Just trust me.
It's back at the front door. I can hear scratching, like claws on wood. Jake, I'm so sorry. Sorry for being crazy. Sorry for making everyone worry. Sorry for not being stronger.
You're not crazy, and you're stronger than you know.
The scratching stopped. Everything's quiet. Is it gone?
It's at the front door again, doing something to the lock.
The lock just clicked. It's picking the lock somehow.
Right then, that's my cue. Engaging drones now.
Light it up.
All units activating. 6,000 lumens times 12. That's 72,000 lumens hitting it right now.
Holy crap! Look at it move!
It's retreating fast, covering its face with those long arms.
Magnesium flares deployed, burning at 3,000 degrees.
It's running toward the forest, just like Joe's mod predicted.
I'm getting incredible footage, clear shots of the creature. This is undeniable proof.
Is it gone?
Thermal signature is fading, moving deeper into the woods.
Should I pursue with the drones?
No, let it go. We got what we came for.
Guys, we actually did it. We got evidence of a real monster.
And we saved Eliza.
She's going to be so confused when we tell her.
Let's go get her. She's been through enough.
Jake, what just happened? There were these incredibly bright lights outside, and some kind of explosion. The whole forest lit up like daylight.
We'll explain everything. We're on our way to you now. But first, are you okay?
I think so. But what was that light show? And why did it sound like a war zone?
Because we were fighting a war, and we won.
Wait, you believe me? You actually believe the Watcher is real?
We've believed you all along. The abandonment was fake. We needed it to think you were alone.
Fake? You mean?
We've been protecting you this whole time. Cameras, drones, weapons. You were never really alone.
I could kiss you right now. All of you. You saved my life.
And we got proof. Photo evidence that the Watcher exists.
Does this mean it's over? Is it dead?
Not dead, but wounded and retreating. And now we know where it lives.
So what happens next?
Now we finish what Joe started. We're going to kill that thing. Chief Harmon, thank you for agreeing to meet with us. I know this all sounds insane.
Mr. Wilson, after what Officer Bennett showed me, the photos, the video footage from your drone operation, I'm prepared to listen.
Sir, we have clear evidence of a hostile entity, something that's been killing people in this town for over a century.
Show me everything.
Here's the enhanced footage from last night.
My God, it's real. My grandfather was right all along.
Sir, based on our field testing, the creature is vulnerable to intense light. High-intensity LEDs, magnesium flares, anything above 5,000 lumens.
What about sound?
Joe's mod mentioned sound sensitivity too. High-frequency audio seemed to disorient it.
I'm calling in the state tactical team. Specialized equipment, military-grade lighting systems. If this thing has been terrorizing our town for generations, we end it today.
We can provide drone support, aerial reconnaissance, and lighting coordination.
I'll take all the help I can get. This is the biggest operation in our department's history.
Chief, there's something else. We think we know where it lives.
The cave system from the 1953 expedition?
Exactly. 5 miles into Millbrook Forest. Our thermal tracking showed it retreating in that direction.
Then that's where we're going. Full tactical assault at dawn.
Tactical team has now been assembled. 12 officers with military lighting equipment, sound cannons, thermal imaging, the works.
Camera perimeter is established. 48 units covering all forest access points. If it tries to escape, we'll track it.
Drones are fueled and armed. 8 units with enhanced LED arrays. 2 reserve units with magnesium payload.
Eliza's at the station giving location intel, mapping every sighting she had over the past weeks.
I've cross-referenced the historical disappearance locations. There's definitely a pattern centered around the cave system. All victims were found within a 3-mile radius.
Outstanding work, everyone. This creature has had free reign for too long. Today we take back our town.
News crews are gathering. Word is getting out about the operation.
Good. People deserve to know we're dealing with this threat.
What if it doesn't work? What if the lights and sound aren't enough?
Then we adapt and overcome. But failure is not an option. Too many people have died.
Jake, I'm looking at the tactical maps you sent me now, trying to remember everywhere I saw it.
Take your time. Every detail helps.
The first sighting was outside my apartment, corner of Elm and 3rd Street. Second time was on campus, near the art building by the old oak tree.
What about the bookstore?
Yes, that was the 3rd location. It stood across the street watching the entrance. Then there was the lecture hall, and finally at my apartment again before I fled to the cabin.
Officer Bennett is mapping all those locations.
Jake, I keep thinking about Joe, how he must have been tracking it too, trying to document its behavior.
His research is what made this operation possible. He saved your life even after death.
I want to be there when they kill it. I want to see that thing destroyed.
You're safer at the station.
I know, but I need closure. I need to know it's really gone.
I promise I'll send you photos. The moment it's over, you'll know.
Thank you for everything. For believing me when no one else would. For saving my life.
We're family. We protect each other.
Teams are moving into position. Alpha team approaching from the north. Bravo team flanking from the east.
Perimeter is secure. All escape routes covered.
Drones are airborne, beginning aerial reconnaissance of the target area.
Thermal cameras show movement in the cave system. Large heat signature approximately 200 meters underground.
That matches the historical accounts. The 1953 expedition found extensive tunnel networks.
Visual contact. Drone camera 7 has eyes on target. It's emerging from the cave entrance.
All units are preparing for engagement. Light systems set to maximum intensity.
Sound cannons charging. High frequency pulse ready.
Target is retreating back into the caves. It knows we're coming.
Alpha team is advancing on the cave entrance. Bravo team will cover the secondary exits.
Is everyone getting this on camera?
Every angle is covered. This is going to be incredible footage.
Motion detected in tunnel system B. It's trying to flank around Alpha team.
Redirecting sound cannon to tunnel B. Deploying sonic assault.
Direct hit. Target is disoriented and falling back.
Pressing the attack. All units are converging on the main tunnel. We have it cornered. Main chamber, approximately 300 feet down.
Lighting systems are overwhelming its defenses. Target appears to be in severe distress.
Magnesium flares deployed. Temperature in the chamber is reaching 2,000 degrees.
Thermal signature is weakening. Whatever this thing is, it's dying.
The historical accounts were right. Light and heat are its weaknesses.
Final assault commencing. All units advancing.
Sound cannons at maximum frequency. Target has stopped moving.
Confirmed kill. The creature is down.
Jake, it's over. The thing that killed Joe is dead.
Are you sure? Completely sure?
Positive confirmation. The entity has been eliminated. Millbrook is safe.
Search teams are exploring the tunnel system. What we're finding down here, it's horrific.
Do I dare ask what you found?
Remains. Dozens of victims dating back decades. Personal belongings, clothing, identification.
All the missing people?
Michael Torres from 1987. Sarah Willis from 1993. Every victim we researched. They're all here.
At least now their families will have closure.
Evidence teams are documenting everything. This tunnel system goes back much further than we imagined. Some of these remains are from the 1800s.
Over a century of victims.
And Joe was almost the last one.
But he wasn't, because you all refused to give up. You believed when others didn't. You saved Eliza and who knows how many future victims.
The creature's body is being extracted now. We're bringing it to the surface. The town needs to see proof that the threat is over. Operation successful. The entity known as the Watcher has been eliminated.
Holy crap, it's really dead.
Completely neutralized. No vital signs, body temperature dropping to ambient. This nightmare is finally over.
What happens now?
Public display. The townspeople need to see that the threat has been eliminated. Too many families have lived in fear. Too many victims have been dismissed as mentally ill. Today we vindicate them all.
Including Joe.
Especially Joe. His research and documentation made this operation possible. He's a hero.
Can I tell Eliza?
Tell everyone. Millbrook is free.
Eliza, it's over. The creature is dead.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Really and truly. Chief Harmon confirmed the kill personally.
I can't believe it. It actually looks smaller when it's dead. Less terrifying.
Evil always looks smaller in the light.
Jake, I'm crying. Happy tears, though. For the first time in weeks, I feel safe.
You are safe. We all are.
What about the people who didn't believe me? Tyler, Emma, The professors who thought I was crazy?
They're seeing the news reports right now, seeing the proof. You were right all along.
And Joe was right too. God, I wish he could see this.
Maybe he can.
The town is holding a memorial service tomorrow for Joe and all the other victims, finally recognizing them as heroes instead of mental patients.
Joe would have liked that.
He saved my life. His research, his mod, his warnings. Even after death, he was still protecting people.
That's what friends do.
Yeah, that's exactly what friends do.
I still can't believe we actually did it. We hunted down a real monster.
And live to tell about it.
The Historical Society wants to interview all of us, document the whole investigation for their archives.
Good. People need to know what really happened, how we figured it out, how we fought back.
The footage we captured is incredible. Clear evidence that monsters can be real, but they can also be defeated.
Joe would be proud. We finished what he started.
You all saved lives, not just Eliza's, but everyone who would have been future victims. This creature's hunting days are over.
The final victim count was 67 people, dating back to 1847. Nearly 2 centuries of terror, ended by a group of college students who refused to give up.
I owe everyone an apology, especially Eliza. I was wrong. Completely, utterly wrong.
You weren't wrong to be skeptical. You were wrong to be cruel about it.
I know. I'll spend a long time making up for that.
Eliza, I'm so sorry. For abandoning you when you needed support. For thinking you were having a breakdown.
It's okay. The creature's whole strategy was turning people against me. You were just responding normally to an abnormal situation.
Still, I should have believed you.
What matters is that it's over, and we're all safe now.
The newspaper article is going to be front page. Local students defeat century-old monster. This is the biggest story in the town's history.
Bigger than the founding of the college?
Way bigger. This is the kind of story that gets told for generations.
Just make sure you tell it right. Joe Jones was a hero, not a victim.
Already written, Joseph Jones, the programmer who saved his town.
Perfect. That's exactly how he should be remembered.
The memorial service is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Town Square, next to where we're displaying the creature's remains. Everyone is invited. It's time this town honors its real heroes.
We'll all be there. For Joe.
And for all the victims who were dismissed and forgotten.
Never again. Millbrook remembers its own and protects them.
The age of the Watcher is finally over.